are here in Warren, Arkansas with the Bradley County Pink Tomato Festival, and today I'm going to demonstrate to you how to make the heavenly cake recipe. We're going to start out with half a cup of butter. You can use margarine if you want to. This is butter that I'm using. We're going to add that and a half a cup of vegetable shortening in with the butter. Then we're going to add 2 cups of sugar, just plain white granulated sugar, to this mixture. And we're going to beat this for about 2 minutes to make it nice and fluffy. Right now what we're going to do is we're going to add 1 egg at a time into the mixture, and after each egg addition we're going to beat it a little bit more. Okay, after we have beat that for about 2 minutes, you want to come over here and add a half a cup of hot water into a separate bowl. Make sure your bowl is large enough to hold all the ingredients. It's a half a cup of tomato juice. Take a rubber spatula and get all that out of there. All that tomato juice. And then we want to add a cup and a half of marshmallows, and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Stir that up just a little bit and kind of set that aside for right now. And we're going to add to our butter and shortening and sugar mixture, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda and a half a cup of cocoa into this mixture. And you want to sift those ingredients together real well so that they're blended really well. And then after you sift them together, stir them up real good so that the baking soda will be mixed in there well too. Okay, that just has to be kind of blended together, and because you're going to add this other ingredients to it, our tomato juice, water, and marshmallow mixture. And you're going to beat it a little more. We are going to take it now and we're going to pour it into our parchment paper lined pan, and this pan has been sprayed with a cooking spray. You've got to kind of let the parchment paper stick out over the top a little bit there so that you'll have something to grab a hold of when you get it out of the oven. And you got to make sure that you get all the edges sprayed really well with the cooking spray. The marshmallows have a tendency to congregate in one area, so you have to take your rubber spatula and kind of move them around a little bit so that they'll be distributed evenly as well. And we're going to put this in a 350-degree oven that has been preheated and bake it for 35 minutes. Okay, we're going to make the icing for the cake here, and I'm going to melt all these ingredients and let it come to a boil. And we've got a half a cup of butter, we've got 4 tablespoons of dry cocoa, and we have 2 tablespoons of water, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're going to melt that really well, and then we're going to add a half a cup of pecans. You want to chop those up real well. You want to keep stirring it. Make sure that you don't scorch your mixture. And the purpose of getting this really hot to a boiling temperature so that you can add it to powdered sugar in just a little bit, and then it has to be added to the cake so it'll spread really well. So we're going to quickly add our cocoa mixture to 3.5 cups of powdered sugar. We're going to quickly mix that together. You want to mix this icing together as quickly as possible, because as it hits the powdered sugar it begins to cool. You got to work really fast to get it on there and get the icing to spread evenly across the cake.